What is going on, guys? It's Apollo1, and today we have for you the world's first quad vicious in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Now, real quick, I do want to say that if you have seen one of these before, it wasn't actually the world's first. The only guy that can have the world's first title is KARNAGE Enigma, and he has proof on his channel. Obviously, he was the first to ever upload it, and he uploaded it a while ago on his channel. So if you want to see the date that he uploaded it, like I said, it's on his channel, and that's what I'm going to go into right now, is saying go check out this guy's channel because he is a ridiculous player. He does upload a lot of the full-length gameplays, so this isn't really the full-length gameplay. There are some kills that you won't be seeing. So if you want to see the full-length gameplay, which is like 11 and a half, 12 minutes, go to KARNAGE Enigma's channel, and he does that with a lot of his gameplays. So guys, once again, please go over there, check his channel out. He really does deserve it. He's posting insane gameplays. He's a ridiculous player at Advanced Warfare, getting both DNA bombs, but he's really just a lethal player. He has the world's most kills. He has like the world's second most kills, I think, and a whole bunch of 150 plus kills in domination and ground war. Just a ridiculous player, and he gets a lot of gun kills too. It's not just solely all kills from his kill streaks. He does get a lot of gun kills as well. So go over there, check him out. That would be much appreciated. And yeah, the quad vicious, guys. So a vicious is basically getting 30 kills in a row. Now that is with kill streaks involved. The DNA bomb is obviously just kills with your weapon, and a vicious medal, kind of like the nuclear from Black Ops 2, includes kills from you. Or actually, no, the nuclear didn't take kills. I meant the Modern Warfare 2 nuke. But the vicious counts both gun kills and your kills from your kill streaks. So it's still hard to get it, and KARNAGE Enigma also ends up with 167 kills at the end of this gameplay as well. So just a ridiculous gameplay overall. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it. He is playing the map Retreat, and Retreat is a pretty good map. I do like it. I think it plays well. There's a dirty spawn trap. He is playing solo, but he manages to spawn trap these guys just by himself because the spawns do stick to one side if you don't push in really, which is pretty easy to do. So one thing I do want to say, that this is kind of a tip that KARNAGE Enigma does all the time. This is what he uses to get his high-scoring gameplays, and that is the AI-controlled kill streaks. You don't want to take time going into a kill streak, and then, you know, that takes away from getting gun kills and the action, like, packed gun kills that you're constantly rushing, and it takes away. And honestly, the AI-controlled kill streaks are usually better than what you can do with them when you're in them. At least in my opinion, I think they always do better. But yeah, that is a big tip. KARNAGE Enigma, you'll see him do that in all his 100+ kill games. That is his tip, I guess you could say. But yeah, I would recommend doing that. Put the AI controlled attachment onto all your kill streaks that get kills. That's a big recommendation. I would highly recommend doing that, and let me know if that works out for you. Let me know if you can get 100 kill gameplay. If you do that already, I want to know in the comment section below, so do not leave this video without leaving a comment. Also guys, real quick, if we could shoot for 1,000 likes on this video, that would be absolutely awesome. That would be really much appreciated, guys. YouTube is kind of slow recently, and you know, seeing support from you guys really does give us a lot of motivation as well. So that would be very awesome if we could hit that, and if not, that's okay. Also follow us on Twitter and Instagram if you do not already. And today I kind of want to have a little story time, something that just happened just today actually, and that is me going in to get an MRI on my hand. So I had to go get a MRI on my hand to see what was going on in my finger. I have kind of like a clot of blood vessels in the tip of my finger, and we're debating on whether or not I should get it removed or what's going on there, if they can give me a shot to collapse that group of blood vessels, or what the best option it is. I know it sounds kind of nasty. It is. But yeah, so today I had to go in and get an MRI. So I wasn't really nervous at first. I was like, you know, this is whatever. I don't get nervous very often. And I was just like, you know, this is easy. It's no problem whatsoever. So I go in, and you know, there's this. I know what I was expecting. I was expecting to be laid down onto a bed kind of thing, and pushed into this like tube-shaped contraption where it would kind of scan my finger. And I wouldn't expect it to be very long either, because it was just the tip of my finger. So what happened was I found out that I had to get an IV, and the IV was to get the contrast, I guess, of the blood going to my finger and from my finger to my heart, to just kind of see what was going on there, and the IV was used to get the contrast from that. So that was one thing that was kind of unexpected. Not a big deal. They did miss my veins twice, so that was pretty painful. And you know, to get when they get an IV, they have to kind of put in a I forget the name of what it's called. It's kind of like it's not the needle that's still in your vein. It's like a little contraption that's still in there so that you can pump stuff in, and or usually just into the vein. But yeah, it was kind of painful. They missed a few times. They had to do it in my hands and all this other places. It sucked. That was miserable. And then from there, I was laid down into this very awkward position because you can't move during an MRI. So I was laid down on my stomach, and my right arm was out, and my hand had to be like perfectly flat on this little area. I had to lay it there flat. From there, I had to put my left arm, because it had the IV in it, I had to put that out straight as well. So I was kind of laying on my stomach, kind of doing like a plank, like an awkward plank, but not really. I was kind of still laying down more flat. And then they put all these like pillows around my arm and all this kind of stuff. And when I was then pushed into the tube, it kind of like squeezed all the pillows and stuff like against my left arm, and it got very uncomfortable very fast. They had like a little headset on for me to listen to music, and the little earplugs so that the noise from the MRI wasn't like, you know, damaging to my ears, because it is very loud. It's a very annoying sound, kind of like a very loud thump over and over and over. It's very irritating. So basically, the nurse would talk to me through my headphones and would say, okay, we're gonna do a 3-minute scan here, and then it would end, and then she'd be like a 4-minute scan. Basically, after a long period of time, it came to about an hour and 10 minutes. Now, it's more to that. It's more to that than what you think. So my left arm, like I said, it was kind of getting squeezed, and it was in an awkward position. Both my arms were like completely out straight. My left arm completely fell asleep. Completely. The worst experience I've ever experienced before. It was awful, and it completely fell asleep. I honestly felt, I didn't even know what position my arm was in anymore. I felt like it was like under my body, but really it was still out straight, and it felt like I was like, didn't have arms, because my right arm fell asleep, but it wasn't that painful. My left arm fell asleep, and it was very, very painful. It was completely gone. I literally couldn't feel the tips of my fingers. I tried moving them, even though you're supposed to stay still. I tried moving them, and they wouldn't move. They literally was like nothing there. It was awful. From there, there was complications with the IV. It wouldn't go in, and they pulled me out, and it was kind of like, you know, they would kind of like adjust my arm, so that was nice. But when they pushed me back in, once again, it would get completely numb, and yeah, it was just awful, guys. And it felt like both my arms were completely gone. It felt like when I could move kind of my shoulder and the top of my arm, it felt like I was like, had no arms, and I was just like holding myself up with 2 stubs. I know that sounds awful, but that's the way it was, guys. It was awful. I never want to do that again. Usually MRIs are very painless, and very, you know, they're uncomfortable, but usually people just go in and lay down and there's nothing to it. But I had to do it in a very awkward position because the MRI was just for the tip of my finger. But anyways, guys, hopefully you did enjoy that story. I know it was kind of weird, but it just happened, and I kind of wanted to talk about it. So hopefully you enjoyed that little story. Don't get MRIs on the tip of your fingers. That's all I can say. It's not going to be a pleasant time. So anyways, guys, hope you're having a great day. Drop a like on this video if you did enjoy. Leave a comment down if you got 100+ using AI controlled kill streaks, and I will see you guys later.